Hello friends, my name is Habib. Today we're going to learn how to make a mouse trail effect using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Before you watch this video, make sure you've watched my intro to HTML, intro to CSS and intro to JavaScript videos. Or just make sure you have a basic knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So anyways, let's begin. So first up, open up your browser and VS Code. File, open folder, Documents, right click, a new folder, mouse trail, FX. FX stands for effect. Select folder. Now once the folder is open, create a new file naming it index.html, index.css and index.js. Now in the index.html write HTML5. Now link to the CSS, rel equals style sheet, href equals index.css. And now create a script, source equals index.js /script, save, copy path, then paste the path into your browser. Now you see that we are greeted with a blank white page. Now go to your index.css, body, background color is cornflower blue. Let me make this lighter. I'll save. Now I want it to be more of a gray. Let me make this to be sort of a dark bluish color. Reload. There we go, perfect. So now we have to create our mouse cursor. To create our mouse cursor, create a new div in the index.html, naming it cursor. Giving it an ID of cursor. Save, reload. And you see that we can't see anything. That is because we have to give style to the mouse cursor before we can see it. So write hashtag cursor, width is equal to 50 pixels, height is equal to 50 pixels, background color RGBA 0,255,255,255,0.5. Now reload. Now you see that we have this transparent white square around here. Now we want to make it circle, so write border radius 100%. So there we go. And I'm also going to create another div with a class of Kirk, short for circle. Copy the hashtag cursor, paste it, and name it Kirk instead. And then the background color is just RGB, not RGBA. Blue. Save. Let me make the width to be 200 pixels and 200 pixels. Oh yeah, this is .kirk, not hashtag Kirk. It's .kirk. Reload. Giant circle. Now to give it some style, I'm going to write box shadow inset 00 30 pixels RGBA 0,0 0,0,0,0,0,0.5. A nice box shadow, and we also want to give it some glow. So right now we cannot have multiple box shadows in the same element. No, that's just not possible. So instead we can write a comma, want to write a comma, then copy this, paste it, and then remove the inset and make it to be RGBA 255 255 comma 255 255 comma 255 comma 255 comma 0.5. Let me also reduce the opacity of this. There we go. And now copy this and paste it. Right, hover. Change the width to 230 pixels and the height to 230 pixels. Save. And also give it a transition 0.1s. You'll see why we're doing this later. So now we have to make this circle, the cursor, to actually follow our mouse. So write cursor equals document.getElement by ID cursor documents.onMouseMove. No, I'm going to create a new function called follow. Let follow equals e documents.onMouseMove equals e is equal to cursor dot style dot transform is equal to e dot client x px and e dot client y px. Save it and reload. No, this is not transform, it's translate. Reload. Now you see that this follows our cursor. Another thing we want is to make the positioning of this cursor to be absolute. Let's set the position to absolute. There we go. And also, I'm also going to make this thing to be on top of over the Kirk element. There, more proper. Now, you see that this thing, it is not actually positioned to the mouse cursor. See? It's not positioned to the mouse cursor. So anyways, I am going to minus it by a cursor dot offset width and then minus cursor dot offset height. Save, reload. Now you see that this makes the cursor to be on top of the cursor, which we also don't want. So divide them by 2. Save, reload. Now this thing, the cursor is following our mouse. It's not really interesting since the cursor kind of just the mouse trail kind of just follows our cursor. We want it to lag behind our cursor. So move all this code into a variable called follow to be equal to translate. Copy all this code, Control X, paste, and then write cursor.animate, which is going to animate the cursor. And the first value is the keyframe, so the keyframe is going to be follow. And now we can set the duration of the animation. Duration of the animation to 2000. Now you see it follows our mouse cursor. But if I change this to something like 200, you will see that after some time, the cursor returns back to its starting point, which we obviously don't want. So, write comma, fill is equal to forward, save, reload. Now, when the animation has finished, it is going to retain its position instead of, going back to the starting point. This is all cool, but we can't actually do anything. So when we try to hover over this circle, it doesn't work properly. That is because this cursor is interrupting with the mouse. So I have to write pointer events none. What pointer events none does is that it makes the mouse cursor, it makes this div to be non-existent to the mouse cursor. VS Code, para. Yay! Cursor. So now, we want it so that when the cursor hovers over something, this mouse trail is going to become big. Now, right, let enter to be equal to e.targets.closest equal to e.targets.closest. And now let interactable to be equal to inter is not equal to null. And then write console.log interactable, save, reload. Now right click and click on inspect element. Error. Right, e.target.closest. Now we want it so that e.target, the mouse cursor, it will check for the closest element with the ID of Kirk. So write e.target.closest hashtag Kirk. Reload. False. I meant dot Kirk. So, anyways, now that we've done this, instead of console.log interactable, now write comma scale is equal to $sign interactable question mark 8 semicolon 1, and then copy this, paste, reload. Now you see that when we hover over this circle it becomes big. Now what this code does is that it checks if interactable, if it's if it has a value. Now if it checks if this value called interactable, if it's true, then it's going to set the size to 4. Else if it's not true, then set the size to 1. Let me make the circles a bit more noticeable. It's 260 pixels. So anyways, that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel ObaCode. Bye.